Alright, hello, it's Jacob Freeman from Jacob Freeman Inc. And I'm here today not for a special effects video like usual, but I'm here to give you my review on the Windows 8 developer preview. Now, this is only in the development stages, not even beta yet, so it's a bit glitchy and it's a bit lacking on features, but you can get the basic idea of what the new interface and such is going to look like. So I've booted it up. This is the lock and unlock screen. Like if it was on a touchscreen device, I could unlock it like so, but fortunately I have a mouse and keyboard, so you'll see how it looks on a computer. So you swipe it up, and here we have the new logon screen. So I'll just type in my password here, and you can see this is what the new desktop-ish thing looks like. Now this is called, I believe, the MetroView. So what the MetroView is Microsoft's new interface. Kind of like in Vista they released the Aero interface. But this is quite substantially, this is a pretty big leap. So here we can see you can see a bunch of different applications you have. This one has all sorts of games and such that came with it, so developers can get an idea of how to make them. But I'll highlight a couple of these so you can see what they are. So I'll start with one of the more important ones, Internet Explorer. So Internet Explorer here starts as so, and it's pretty simple. You want to go to a web page, you type it in, and that's it. Nice full screen view. It's decently fast. It's pretty good. For tabs, by the way, whenever you see something like this happen, I'm right-clicking. Right-clicking is pretty important in Windows 8. Right-clicking does stuff like this, so I could, for instance, add new tabs, and such. So, to go back, for instance, to go back to the start page, what I would do is I would either hit the Windows key on the keyboard, or if I put my mouse in the corner here, I have the little start button that appears, and I'm back to here. So, what we have here is, you can see it has your username up here, whatever it happens to be. The applications as you saw. Now you've got new versions of the control panel. This is what the new control panel looks like in the MetaView. This is a little weather app that they have included. It's pretty nice. Kind of glitchy and slow at times, but here it gives you a summary of your weather. They have a quite nice stocks app, graphs, very fancy. Apple stocks here. Now, also they've included a new way of searching for things. If you go to the search tab, you have a search app section, in which you can see all the apps here that are in the computer, and obviously you can search for them like so. So I search Internet, and then there it is, Internet Explorer, and opens back to where I had left it. So some other interesting apps they have a nice little piano here. Just simple. Really made for a touchscreen. You can sort of do it with the keyboard, but kind of fun to play around with. So yeah. Also they have new little settings for this. This is what settings menus look like for all applications. They all have their own settings menu, like this one. There's not much as far as settings go, but So for instance, Internet Explorer, if you go to settings, default view for links, So also something in Windows 8 is they do have a desktop that you can go to. I'm not sure if this will be available in all versions of Windows 8 indefinitely, because as far as I understand, unless you have the Pro version, the Professional or Ultimate version of Windows 8, you will not have this desktop option. This is more for people who are going to be using it on a computer rather than a tablet or touchscreen device. So in here, you can run older style Windows applications. For instance, I have the Windows 7 Internet Explorer on here. You have the older control panel for more power in controlling things, and the new Windows Task Manager they have on here. Now, if you can see this, zoom in, the applications that I've closed, like Internet Explorer, Piano, in the meta view, they don't actually close. They simply suspend the tasks. So, rather than actually quitting them, they just kind of make it a background task. Now, what this means is, for instance, Internet Explorer, I love beta versions. So it opens back up to where I left it. Now, if I were to go to the desktop and kill the process, it'll no longer be suspended, and it'll have to start over. Now, it'll still bring me back to the last this is my home page. That's why it brought me back here. So it kind of gives you an idea of the new interface in Windows 8. Yeah, something else interesting. For the Start button, if you're already in the Start area, if you click on it again, it goes back to the last app you had open. Just thought that's kind of a interesting little thing. They have all sorts of little games and such on here. They have, they have a full screen version of Paint. Simple. They've got, now they will have on here something similar to an app store for Windows. They are going to have this, see, it says coming soon. Not available on developer preview quite yet, but they have Near Me. Now this is an interesting little app I've seen, where it has a bunch of different sections, and like culture, family time. So let's say I go to grab a bite, and in my area it'll bring up restaurants that other users of this have recommended. There aren't very many because the only people who have used it are Microsoft developers, but you get the basic idea. That's pretty much it. There's not much else to see. They have a little RSS feeder. I don't have any RSS feeds in here, but here, I'll just select one. Here. Done. Well, I'm not going to wait for it. So, oh, here. See? Yeah, Metro browsing. So this is the developer preview. If you have any questions, if you want to see any other parts of it, comment, rate, subscribe, and such. I can probably have a video of the startup if anyone really wants it. But that's pretty much it. Give a little view of the log off. Yeah, well, it's long. Okay, see you later.